Hello, hello, health coaches. Happy Thursday. Okay, so this is going to be just a brief live. I want to share something with you so today, if you were on our list for the Essential Oils webinar, you probably wondered why you tried to get on and it didn't work, or you jumped on and it kicked you out, or something like that happened. So we had some technical difficulties today when we were trying to start the webinar, and about 7 or 8 minutes in, the audio wasn't working properly. Something was going on with the live feed into my mentorship page that I was going to feed into. And I have to be honest with you and tell you that in the past, when I would be, and I've interviewed over 100 people and experts, and I've done, classes and trainings and streamed live into pages, and I've been online for, majority of my business. I live in this space, in the Facebook world, right? And so in the past, when something would not work out, or maybe a host or, a panelist or an interviewee or an expert couldn't get on, or the audio messed up, or maybe the camera wasn't working, I remember that feeling of like, oh my gosh, like urgency and emergency, and oh my gosh, and this panic would come over me. And I have to tell you that today I felt this, I felt like I recognize that I have grown so much in my business and in my personal life, because today, when I realized about 8 minutes in that this just wasn't going to work out today, this webinar wasn't going to happen, and Jody was there and I was there, but there was just some things happening that were not working. I was like, oh, well, we'll just reschedule, right? It's okay. We'll just reschedule. Things happen. So I sent a message to the team and asked them to make an announcement, and we're going to reschedule that webinar. And what I did instead was I hopped on with her into a new meeting room, and I got to catch up with an old friend. And, she has been through so much in her life, and she's very open in public about the loss of her son. And then I had gone through betrayal and infidelities and divorce and my own crazy behavior in that marriage. Hi, Andy. And my own craziness in the last, year or so. We both had been through so much that we decided to get on and just have a conversation and catch up with each other. So while, it's unnerving when you've got people scheduled to come in, you're ready to do a webinar, or you're ready professionally to deliver a class or a program, or you've got something set up and it doesn't work out, it's very normal when you're first getting into this business to start panicking. You want things to be perfect. You want them to go without a hitch. You think, I've had all these people registered, what am I gonna do now? And here's just what I want to say about that. You know what? Everything happens as it's supposed to happen. And if we can get comfortable with that, and we can realize that everything happens exactly as it should. In other words, the audio wasn't working on Zoom and the platform was kicking people out just because that's the way it was supposed to happen today. Was the bigger purpose that I was supposed to have this conversation with her and reconnect with a friend? Yes, I think it was. And so I didn't get that urgency and that feeling of nervousness and super frustrated and overwhelmed. I just went with the flow. I did what I had to do, contacted the team, said, let's put out an announcement, let's get a reschedule on. And then I reconnected with a friend, and I got to be completely 100% present with her. And she gave me a gift of her time today. And I'm hoping that what I gave to her was a gift as well, because I think she's just an amazing human being. So can we please remember that there are no emergencies except real emergencies. So emergencies are things like, health emergencies, or, something happens, maybe your kid needs you right away or something like that. But we treat life as such an emergency, and we put such an urgency on every single thing. And then we wonder why we don't feel well, or while our adrenal glands are taking a hit, or whatever. If we can get present in the moment of the thing that might be upsetting to us in a normal time or whatever, and just say, this isn't going to, this isn't hurting anyone. No one's gonna die from this. Everything is okay. And we just talk ourselves through it. We can prevent, right? This is all about the stress perception that I talk about. We can prevent our body from going into that fight or flight mode. Hi, Jody, I'm talking about us right now. We can prevent our body from going into that fight or flight mode that we are so accustomed to going into when we put such an urgency and emergency on things. So Jody, I was just telling everyone that you and I were able to connect outside of the webinar, that we had some problems, but that the bigger story and the bigger message today was that I was able to connect with you. And the purpose of the webinar not working and audio being out and the platform kicking people off was because I was meant to share space with you today. And that was more important to my life and to me than holding a webinar. We're going to reschedule that, and it's not a big deal, and it wasn't an emergency. And I absolutely love that we both were able to see that and go with the flow with it, right? And just to say, and let me just say this, Jody, you just enriched my life today just by being able to be across from me and be present and authentically share and have a conversation. Yes, I love connecting to you, and that's part of where I'm going with all of the things that I'm doing now with my business, is teaching people about the importance of stress perception and what we see to be something that's stressful, to stop seeing things that are emergencies as emergencies. Yeah. And that, you know, connection is important. And so, you know, keep your eyes open for the replay. We will be sending out that announcement to our list, and we will be rescheduling with Jody, and we will be bringing really great information about her business, Vibrant Root Oils, to you guys, just as I've done before, and I use and I love. And I'm so blessed that I have someone in my life that understands the importance of these oils and has a completely outside the box thought process around it. So keep your eyes open for that replay. Thank you if you tried to get on and you didn't. Thank you for trying, and we will see you again when we reschedule that webinar. And just again, thank you, Jody, for your time today. And you guys, just take a deep breath when you feel like something is overwhelming you, or you thought something was going to go perfectly with your business, or you had something scheduled and it didn't work out. There's a reason that those things didn't work out. See what that reason is. Take a deep breath and realize nothing is an emergency but an emergency, and find the lesson in it. Okay, let's do that. Let's do more of that so we can be healthier in our bodies and our minds as we try to help other people be healthier in their minds and bodies as well. All right, you guys, have a great weekend. I'm going kind of off the radar. I'll be live here and there as I go out of town and get some well-needed time off and practicing self-care. And I hope that you guys all do the same thing as well. Visit us at the instituteforfunctionalhealthcoaching.com and learn more about functional health coaching and why I think it's so important to help your clients from the inside out. Talk to you guys later. Thanks again. Bye, Jody. Love you.